My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun the command of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegun the political, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not day of in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegun diary, he dey hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Mayegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Mayegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo.
Good evening to you. Good afternoon to you. Good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Máyégún máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
So as you are joining the broadcast, share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, like the broadcast, and then share it and tell them that Mayegun today.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìí yẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ìpẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Share the broadcast, invite your friends, like I said, and then we would start in a minute.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé.
Thank you. So, good morning once again, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live. What I intend to do tonight, initially, is just to give us an update on our fundraiser, as promised. But I have been so busy today that I'm going to do that, right? Then in the process, we just got this breaking news from Buhari. As usual, is the accuser, is the prosecutor, is also the judge, and he's also going to be the jailer in everyone that they considered as a threat to the existence of Nigeria, which is beneficial to the to the likes of Buhari and his goons. So he said that he won't be releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Normally, they accused Nnamdi Kanu of their media accused Nnamdi Kanu of terrorism, but the charges in their courts is different. So Buhari was talking to Boris Johnson in Rwanda, in Kigali, Rwanda today, where leaders from all around the world converged in the capital of Rwanda to remember the victims of the Rwanda genocide. But the people that are always or will never forget the victims of Biafra genocide are still being haunted by a man invited to Kigali. So he told Boris Johnson there, when Boris Johnson raised the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, that what is the delay all about? If you have a case against him, why haven't you why do you keep postponing and changing all the court dates and all of that? Then Buhari started talking about why he's never going to release Nnamdi Kanu, even if the courts release him, he's not going to release him. Why? He said Nnamdi Kanu has been saying bad things about him, Buhari, as well as about Nigeria. And therefore, Nnamdi Kanu cannot be released on bail. He is the accuser, he is also the judge. So speaking on behalf of the Nigerian courts, Buhari told the UK Prime Minister that he's never going. And why? Because Nnamdi Kanu abused him. Nnamdi Kanu abused Nigeria. And then in addition, he said Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, that they are responsible for pipeline vandalization in Niger Delta. And he said the last time they gave Nnamdi Kanu, when they gave him a bail, Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail. So those are the trash he told Boris Johnson in Kigali today. So I decided to add that to this convo because like I said, I intend to open the studio, open the line just right away when I get into it after giving the updates on what we have done, and what we're going to do next. So this is what Buhari said, which means Nnamdi Kanu is being locked up because he is abusing Buhari from London, not because Nnamdi Kanu committed any crime. What is the business of IPOB with Niger Delta pipeline? What? The politicians who have escalated the insecurity in Eastern Nigeria, they are already pointing fingers at themselves, and they said they were doing it because of their 2023. And yet the security agents, loyal to Buhari, they continue to hunt down the victims, the survivor of the Biafra genocide of 1967 to 1970. So he went to Kigali to remember the nearly 1 million people killed in 100 days during the Rwanda genocide, that they will never be forgotten. And that war in Rwanda, right, changed Rwanda forever today. But again, that same thing that happened in Nigeria, that Nigeria continued to bury, continue to tell you, or probably trying to erase from your history, the Biafra genocide. They want all those who died and their names should be dead with them. Forget it. The likes of Nnamdi Kanu not choosing to forget those murdered, those killed, over 5 million of them. There is no national honor national remembrance for them. There is nothing like a national monument in remembrance of the Biafra genocide. They just said, just shut up your mouth or we'll kill you again. And the same genocidist was talking to the UK Prime Minister in the capital of Rwanda, Kigali. The irony of life, isn't it? So Nnamdi Kanu is being kept, not because he committed any crime, but because he abused Nigeria and he abused Buhari. And that is why there is none of their law that could actually jail him. Listen, the last time he was in their court, when they couldn't hold him too long or what have you, when the pressure was good enough, What did they do? They had to let him go in order for them to go to their plan B. Plan B was to kill him. Somebody was on bail, right? And they couldn't wait for the day of their next court. They sent their soldier to kill him. 28 people, 28 innocent people were shot. 28 harmless youth were shot and killed that day, including the family dog that day. So Nnamdi Kanu had to run for his life. And that's what they called a jumped bail. So the second time that they had him, they kidnapped him. Okay, it is called extraordinary rendition. When this all does settles, the characters involved in the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to fish them out. Nigeria won't be able to save them. You know why? Even Kenya, right now, this issue of Nnamdi Kanu, kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, Kenya said they have no idea how Nnamdi Kanu left Kenya because, yes, he was in their country, but Nnamdi Kanu already told us what happened. He was kidnapped by the Kenya police on a tip-off from the Nigerian government, Buhari's government, accusing Nnamdi Kanu of coming to Kenya to come and meet with the terrorist group called the Shabab. Now, Kenya authority or Kenya police, they swooped into action. They grabbed Nnamdi Kanu and we are arresting you on the suspicion of you are here as a Nigerian who is meeting terrorists in Kenya. They tortured him. They beat him in order to beat the truth out of him. But it didn't take them long. They found out that it was complete bogus. Nothing to do with any terrorism or what have you. So what happened next? They told him, they said, well, we can't really let you go. We don't have anything against you. We were told by the government of Nigeria that you are here. Or if we see you, you are going to be, you know what I mean? Then let me go. If you don't have anything against me, so we can't do that. So they turned it into a secret operation that the government of Kenya that sanctioned it, because that kind of arrangement can only happen at the highest level of government, where government make requests, president making requests from another president. Can you do this for me, please? I don't want your judiciary, I don't want your court to know about it. Because arresting Nnamdi Kanu, making it official means before they could take him out of Kenya, they would have to take him to court. That means they have to file for his extradition from Kenya. His lawyers will have to fight for that and on like that. So it has to be a black op. That's what happened. Now, Kenya is saying that, no, we are not involved, though, which means in that case, Nigeria went to Kenya and they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Okay? A British Biafran citizen, they kidnapped him from Kenya and they smuggled him to Nigeria by drugging him. And they smuggled him down to Nigeria. That's a crime. International crime. So, apart from what this is still going to come to, wherever Nigeria or wherever you believe that the UK is gaining from Nigeria, let me tell you something. These characters are not going to go unpunished. Take that to the bank, because all these things are documented, I would say. And then the characters behind them are known names, including Buhari. Now they took him to Nigeria. That's the second crime they committed, though. You arrested him in Nigeria, accused him of importing radio equipment for Radio Biafra to come and divide Nigeria, and you call that treason. After 2 years, after different postponements, you eventually succumbed and you let him go with a plan to kill him. Then you said he jumped bail, declared him wanted. Then if you declare somebody wanted and they found him in another country, do you have to kidnap them? It is a crime, but don't worry. Buhari didn't know that as a crime. But the time will tell. So like I said, I'm opening my line soon. So let me give you these updates, okay? Members of Mayegun's Diary Political, the Temple of Truth. The last 4 days, we received an SOS from Oluye Sunday Igboho, which is also facing the same persecution like Nnamdi Kanu in the hand of the terrorist Buhari, the man that is pardoning terrorists and is chasing down activists, self-determination groups, and all of that while terrorists are being pardoned in broad daylight, and they are celebrating that. So it is the same thing, the same fear and all that they have for Nnamdi Kanu. It's the same fear they have against Oluye Sunday Igboho. There was never any court, any court warrant or any kind of warrant at all from the government or their agents for, any authorized, what have you, to go to his house or inviting him for anything at all, simply because he stood up and he said, Yorubas, we need to defend ourselves. Everybody knows what is going on. Before they finish us or kill our own, our vulnerable people in our different communities, we must rise up. We must do something. Then the government came for him. In his own case, he's never been accused of anything. He's never been invited or ever been, arrested for anything. So theirs was like, just kill him for standing up and speaking out among millions of other Yorubas. They put a target on his back. They targeted his businesses, freeze all his accounts, burn down his house. And the other one vandalized everything there and then killed 2 people in his house. The intention was to kill him that day. When they couldn't, they declared him wanted for no crime at all. So when we received the SOS from Oluye, we are pretty much like as concerned people, the Yorubas majorly, and the friends of Yorubas on the Mayegun's Diary Political received the clarion call that Oluye Sunday Igboho. This is another thing. Whenever Buhari and his terrorist government, whenever they go after anyone and you put up a fight, even in their own corrupt legal system or judicial system, people are still beating them in their own system. Showore beat them in their system. Nnamdi Kanu beat them in their own system. And Oluye Sunday Igboho also beat them in their own system. Now they are actually owing Igboho more than they have ever owed anybody that they have brutalized that way. 20.4 billion naira is how much they are owing Igboho for violating his fundamental human rights. Nigeria is owing him. But Nigeria is a lawless place. Until that SOS came about 4 days ago. And they said the judgment that Oluye Sunday Igboho received, which has passed the appeal date, suddenly, the DSS wants to appeal it. And the intention is not to appeal an unappealable court judgment. Yeah? It is to further ridicule their own legal system to have their way. Now, the intention is this. 2023 is coming. Igboho is still saying Yoruba nation or nothing. Yorubas must stand up. We don't want election, this and that. That's unacceptable to those who have invested the billions in buying their own, APC, Egbekegbe's party tickets. That's not going to work well. So we need to use this judiciary, even fraudulently, and get Igboho. So what do they want to do? They want to have a court in Nigeria, okay, to lift and cancel that judgment of 20.4 billion naira they are owing Igboho. After that, because that judgment, right, is not just the money. The court condemned the attack on Oluye Sunday Igboho. The court lambasted the DSS official who carried out the illegal attack. And he also condemned the entire agency for doing such a terrible job that led to the death of 2 innocent people in Igboho's house. And then awarded the damages of 20.4 billion. The next time they appeared in court, when Oluye Sunday Igboho took them to court after about 3 months when they refused to pay or appeal. Igbo's lawyer took them to court that they should come and tell court why they should not jail the DSS representatives for not obeying or following the court's judgment. How many of you remember that? Yes, that happened. After the 20 billion judgment, there's another court case where DSS came and they said, give us time. Nigeria is broke. Nigeria is very, very poor now. If they should, if the agency should go and ask the government for 20 billion for Igbo, they will go bankrupt, that everything is terrible, that they should give them time. 6 months after that, they have now decided to appeal that judgment so that they can now reenact the wanted declaration. So that's why we responded. Igbo called on us and we responded. So I am happy to tell everybody tonight that from our response as our update, okay? So we were able to, let's start with this, because we have the Give Send Go. As part of the platform we raised, where we've been raising funds from, but this time around we used 4 different platforms to raise this fund because of the emergency that it required, remember? So the accounts are the Give Send Go online, PayPal, Diaspora Radio International account, and then Cash App. Cash App was not presented as a medium of donating, but because some of us who felt like you've not been able to use other platforms so easily, you still reached out on Cash App. Now, I will give you details of how much we have raised. So far, so good. I can tell you that in the last 4 days, we have raised over 10,000 pounds. But remember that we have 6,980 pounds. 6,980 pounds in the bank before we call out for this additional add-up, because Oluye Sunday Igboho received this emergency call from his own legal team who said they are ready to drag them to Supreme Court. They will pay that money, and those who carried out the attack on Igboho's house, right, they will be made to pay the price as well. So I like that. Legal back to that way. And we said that on Mayegun's Diary Political, we would always be available whenever we are called upon. You know that. Anyway, over 10,000 pounds raised from where? Let's break it down. Starting with the PayPal. In the last 4 days, I have received 1,065 pounds. PayPal donations only. Then, when it comes to the Diaspora Radio International's accounts, I have received 1,930 pounds. Then for those who dropped their donations on Cash App, I have also, in the last 4 days, I have also received a total of 401 pounds on Give Send Go. I did explain to us then that yes, when you make your donation on Give Send Go will receive it. They will process that fund donation, confirm that it is legit, it is not fraud. You are not using someone else's accounting for bank details and all that. Once they are satisfied that the donation is clear, and also that you are not going to change your mind. So they will give you 2 days in case if you change your mind after donating, you can quickly cancel it and get your money back. So after 2 days, if everything is fine, they will begin to release the money in batches. Are you with me? So I know we have raised nearly 8,000 or so on Give Send Go right now. So like I said, when they process the money, they will charge us. Okay. They are not going to give me everything. They will take some deductions after doing all of that. Then when they begin to release them to me, that is when I can now say, I have this. So far, so good in the last 4 days, which they started releasing to us from yesterday, from Give Send Go. I have received a total of £6,680. So if you had our PayPal total PayPal contribution, £1,065, add that to the Diaspora Radio International Director account in the UK, £1,930. Then add that to the Cash App of £401. Then add that again to the Give Send Go total that has come in so far, a total of £6,680. Then that gives me, I don't know you, but it gives me a total of £10,076. That's how much we've raised, or I have received from your generosity in the last 4 days. If you add that to our balance that we had in our savings, £6,900. Well, I haven't done the estimate, but you can help me. But you can say it is what? 16,000. 16,976 pounds. That's a lot, isn't it? Now, exchange rate varies, and there's also another ball game. You see, like I said, I take in these contributions for a purpose. And once we match enough number to go and pursue whatever we want to do, then we match them together, and then we give them to those that are meant to take any of them. So in this case, the legal team of Oloye Sunday Igboho, we're going to take the chunk of this. And I am happy to tell you today that in these last 4 days as well, on this platform, through your kind-heartedness, generosity, and the humanity in many of you, we have deposited a total of 5 million naira to the legal team that, listen, you will be fine. Don't pressure Oloye. Those who are fighting Igboho, they are fighting us. They are fighting you. They are fighting me. They are fighting every freedom thinkers. And they will respond. We will respond as long as we fund those who want to fight along with us, among other things that we're going to do. So I can say this to you today that we have released 5 million naira to this legal team as of today. And let's put that in pound sterling. From my book, it simply means that we have spent a total of £8,000, including the commission we paid to get those funds transferred. £8,000 out of our £16,000 means that we are gradually also reducing. But there's something I have to say as well. From our balance now, you know, when we had about 5 million naira, which is £6,900 or so, we're being careful of how we're going to spend it in case of emergency, to the point that we started rationing what we had in order not to run out of money, and then there's a need for it, and we are unable to really match it in this quick time. Now we have an extra, which is part of what I proposed to you the last time. I said we should pay up now. We made a pledge about 2 months ago to also reach out to Nnamdi Kanu's legal team. From our own token here, we agreed to give 2 million naira to this team in Nigeria, but we have to do that through the right channel. So I have a member of this platform, a very, very respected and then trusted member of this platform, has managed to arrange a bit of a meetup whereby this platform will pay up their money in this coming week. So what I mean by that is this. I will be releasing about £2,700, which should be covering that 2 million naira in total when we pay up. So I'm going to pay this up as well in this coming week. And to be precise, the reason why I can't really say day or so now is this, right? those who always help us to mop up the naira, you always have to talk to them and say, well, I'm going to need 2 million naira tomorrow. Then they'll tell me and say, well, yeah, there's 2 million naira cash ready. So transfer the money, then we'll pay the person. So like I said, I am also keeping the receipt myself. If there's any time you need a probe, independent probe, all you have to do is just ask me. Whatever you don't know, just ask me. I can answer you offhand. You get what I mean? So we'll be paying up in this coming week, and that is also going to kind of cut us a little bit down. When we pay 5 million naira out today, we still have about 10 million naira to pay up. You know that. But knowing that we also have this chunk of, this promise that we haven't really, remitted, is a bit of a burden too. So let's take it off our chest. In this regard, I'm going to rest my case. That's my update. Because until I pay up all I have to pay up, mind you, I have also paid the 100,000 naira that this platform promised. A member who seek a financial support for his medical, his own medical care. And on this platform, we agreed. He's watching, possibly, Reverend. So he confirmed the receipt of that money. That's what we've promised on this platform is being paid. I am currently working on how to make some funds available for Mrs. Victoria Idakpani, the wife of Corporal Martins Idakpani, who has been in detention in Nigeria for over 2 years now, almost 3 years now, if no more. Simply because he criticized the then chief of army staff, Buratai the Butcher, who is now the ambassador, Nigerian ambassador to Benin Republic. So this platform agreed that our deposited 2 million naira with our lawyers in Nigeria, that we can use part of that, at least, to put together a good legal defense team and get Corporal Martins Idakpani out of the Buratai Gulag. So I am going to work on that this coming week because, we're having Lila's party soon. And Lila's party is like, it's taking most of the time, but I'm still wriggling the whole thing together, trying to make sure that I'm still touching base on things that we have to do. There's been a little bit of a slowdown, but again, I'm going to work on that this coming week. So until I finish all I'm going to commit funds to, I may not be able to tell you what we have left. So tonight, I am going to implore us, for those of us who are interested, remember, our donation is voluntary. You can just help us share it. That too is a donation. So if you are still pretty much with us, I'm going to open my line. But before I do that, I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. So that's why I said it's going to be so brief tonight. And then we'll see. Can we raise anything at all tonight? Can we add to what we have raised already? Or can we just call it a day? No, we shouldn't, by the way. We shouldn't. We shouldn't. Because I wouldn't mind, if this platform can make available another 5 million naira to this legal team this coming week. But there's no pressure. Do you, okay? Just do whatever makes you feel better. If it's just to help us share. If it is to also be part of it, please do. Every penny counts. And let me tell you this, every penny is going to be accounted for a good cause and a good purpose. Trust me, we can make a lot of a difference if we stay together the way we have stayed together so far. This is my update. Now you give me a minute. Let me make myself a fresh cup of tea. Now start taking calls. Then you can speak your mind. We can rub minds and we can raise funds. Raise some money tonight. If we all agree to that, I will be back. So don't go anywhere.